open your ears. We've been putting it down like this for so many years. We just switching gears. So now we wrecking the scene. Cause if you want it, we got a screen of record. All right, man.
Let's get started. All right.
Because you just brought it out.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll say it again. You're an old country boy, right?
That's it.
So country boys don't care. You know why I know? Because I'm a country boy myself, right?
Roll Tide.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, just get in front of the camera and do your thing, right?
That's right.
Right? Right. All right. So look, man, I'm gonna bring them some stuff up and just talk about it, right? One thing I do want you to know is I truly admire you. I respect you and your family to the fullest, and I really appreciate you calling me to do your project.
Yep.
Right? Because this didn't just start when we started this project. How old are you now?
So I'm 34 years old.
All right.
I've known Greg since
Yeah.
I was 18 years
18
old.
years old.
Greg said I'm an old country boy. I can't do the math.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but anyways, it's been a long time. And first construction job I ever went to was whenever I met Greg. And there's a lot of history there and a lot of support and conversations that have came from Greg when I was an 18-year-old kid, right out of high school. And Greg just kind of put his arm around me, took me under his wing, and just kind of helped guide me through stuff. Situations, and now here we are. He's building onto my physical house after he's already built onto my personal spiritual house.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool, man. When I think about it, what made this so exciting for me to come out and do this project with you, because I did meet you at 18 years old, just like I met a lot of other young men. We met each other in the refineries, and he's working for Exxon now, right? And at the time, we were working for contractors at the time. I think it was at Jacobs, right? And we used to have Bible study in the lunch tent, or the lunchroom rather. And I used to sit down with numerous young men, women too, when they felt comfortable to come over, and we talked about spiritual things and how things should be laid out. Well, I want you to know, man, a lot of that conversation really came from experience and my pain from my childhood. And so, to be able to see you today, doing some of the things that I really worked hard to implement in you guys back then is amazing, man. And I really appreciate you being that example and also allowing that reality to come from some of the things that we talked about back then.
Yeah. Well, I knew who you were already. I'd seen the work you were doing from other jobs that you had done, social media, and I didn't have any other direct. There was plenty of other people I could call, but I knew if I called you what I was getting myself into,
right? And
I knew that I was going to get a good job, a good product, good communication, good guidance, good everything.
Yeah. Amen.
So here we are.
Yeah, and hey, man, this project is gonna be beautiful. Yep. Right. I mean, we went through the process, getting the engineered drawings done, and I really appreciate the fact you make it easy for me, right? Because you have a respect for me to where I can come in and do what I need to do without any strife or pushback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so people like yourself, I enjoy working for them because it allowed me to do what I love doing and doing it on a high level too, right? Because when people don't trust you, man, you can't really do what you really need to do for them. And I get it, though. I get it, right? But, I'm not going to say you're one of a kind, but you're definitely in the high 5s, 10s for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say the same thing about me.
But,
Yeah, I'd definitely say about you the
Right,
same.
right.
You know, and I trust you, or I wouldn't call you, and I know you trust me, or you wouldn't be bringing your dog over.
No doubt about it. He's gonna babysit my dog while I gotta go out of town, y'all. So, man, I appreciate that too, right? But hey, man, do you remember some of them conversations we used to have back in the day? I'm getting old now, man. I'm what 56 now.
I'm old.
So I kind of remember.
There's a lot of just, you know, I don't know if I can come up with one specifically right off the top of my head, but like kind of how I was telling you earlier, I remember you just standing there. We'd be on the edge of an excavation or, you know, track hoe or something driving by, and you'd be standing there and you just knew you gave off this leader type, wisdom type personality or aura about yourself. So you were definitely somebody that I could come talk to with when you're 18.
Yes, sir.
You know,
You're
dealing with all kinds of
yeah.
emotions, stress, financial.
Yeah.
You don't know where you're going. I wasn't going to college. I was going to work. You know, so out in the 100-degree weather, it was definitely a cool breeze to be able to have somebody that I could come talk to and not be talked down to or told, you know, told that the way I was, you know, the questions I had. A lot of people will take some of those things and look at them as weaknesses and use them against you.
Yes.
Versus trying to help you.
Yes. So. Yes. But you know what, man? I was given the things that I didn't have, right? When I first started working in the refineries, you know, I've been a business person all my life, actually, and I actually didn't go into the refineries until I was I was kind of in my 30s or 40s, maybe. And I just used to, I experienced people treating me a little bit different.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And I always said if I ever got in position that I was going to show them how to do it. So that's what you saw in me.
Yeah.
You know, because
I will tell you that has 100% rubbed off.
Yeah.
That is 100% rubbed off.
Yeah.
Because it there's out there, nothing bothers me more than seeing one person treating another person less because of maybe a position or whatever.
Whatever.
We're all people. We're people.
Right. Amen. You know, I don't know if you took a look at that. I just recently had a commercial did for GSM, and it was a young man
On
that
the fence?
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah,
The fence.
and and you know, I met him. He worked at Home Depot.
Okay.
And man, he was just so vibrant, man, helping me load material and stuff, man. And I said, man, what is your name? And I started talking to him, and he just was so full of energy, and it reminded me of myself. And it made me think about, man, this young man really want to do something. So I acquainted myself to him. I gave him a business card, and I told him what I do, this, that, and the other. Well, he called me a couple of days later. Hey, Mr. Greg, what are you doing, blah? I said, man, I'm on my way to go do a fence.
Want to learn?
Yeah. He said, well, man, I get off in a little bit.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'll tell you what, man, come on, meet me out there, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I take it real serious, giving everybody the same opportunity. I didn't experience that a lot. You know, the opportunity wasn't always there for me. But I always said, you know what, if I have control of any situation, I'm going to do it the right way.
Well, you can build a fence for a man, or you can teach a man how to build a fence.
Right.
More just like teaching them to fish, giving them a fish.
Yeah,
you know,
like, teaching the fish.
I'm telling you, I can't tell you how important or like how far the knowledge of knowing how to build a fence, a good fence, could take somebody.
Yes.
If you know, once you know how to build it, the hard part, I mean, the rest of it's just later.
Yeah.
So, and I remember that's what he was saying in that video.
Yeah, man.
He learned how to.
Yeah, he learned how to do it.
Fence.
And people been barking at him about doing it. I said, well, man, you know, you have my support. And it's not just about me with this cooperation, man. I'm an older man now, right? So I'm not trying to get rich, and I don't care about that. My richness to me is going to be stored up where it belongs, not here. You get what I'm saying? This stuff don't mean nothing, right? And so if I'm able to give something to a young kid or somebody to where they can kind of make a living for themselves and stuff like that, man, that's my reward. You get it? So, like I say again, I bring this right back around to you, man. I really appreciate the fact that you called me to do this project. It meant a lot to me, especially with our history. And there was so many young people that I used to tell, man, buy your property. Don't go out there and get in this modern day slavery with this 30-year mortgage. That's crazy. Come on. If you're 30 years old and you go buy a 30-year mortgage,
you're there for 2
come on, man. You on crutches by the time you get out of here. A cane or something. You know what I'm saying? When you can take care, and I had a system that I did, and it worked for me. And I used to always try to tell young people, man, if you go this route, you're going to be free real quick. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact that you doing it, man, I was ecstatic to come out here and do this, man, and be a part of the very thing that I used to talk to you about when you were younger, right? So that's what this is about to me, and then I respect you to the fullest. You and your beautiful family. I know you're a great father. I can just see it. You're a very loving person, and I'm not trying to get brownie points with you. I got much love for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched you. I used to watch you get on the stage, man, when we had those big mass meetings and you would just speak. And I was like, oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? And I saw the compassion coming out of you then. And so, I got a lot of respect for you as a young man. And I love what you're doing. And then if you need anything from me, no matter what it is, to build or to talk to give you some wisdom, knowledge on anything I have, you're welcome to it. And I sincerely mean that. I really do. Not just because we filming this today.
Yes, I know.
I sincerely mean that.
Yep.
You call me 2:00 in the morning, I see Joseph, I'm answering the phone. Okay? And I just want you to know that. So you got anything else you want to tell these folks, man?
There's gonna be a lot more. You're gonna see progress videos, and I'm sure we'll talk again.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So I'm gonna get him in on the show, y'all. He's gonna talk about the plant life, right? Oh, so yeah,
we're fine.
All right, y'all. Till the next time, we'll see y'all later. Peace.